Be all over the place if I hold it.
Right, it's recording. Okay.
That's where I clicked.
Right, Mills, I'm cooking a soup, my soup, right? So, again, I'm using what you used, right? Pig's fat. So, I'll stick this on so you might be able to see it a bit better. Melt the fat in the bottom. If you come over here, I'm using carrots, cabbage and tatties. Just cubed up, whatever, and there's some onion in here as well, somewhere. 2 halves of an onion. On here, I've done a dry rub. A dry rub is spices like garlic salt, Moroccan seasoning, cayenne pepper, bit of paprika. You can use sweet paprika if you want. But what I've done, I'll show you in a minute what I've used this dry rub on, and we'll use some of these spices in the soup. Right? So you warm this up so it melts nicely. Right, part 2. The fat's melted. So now I'm going to stick some of this tatty in. Watch out for the splashes because it can be a bit warm. You see the onion here? Just there. Stick that in as well. With the potatoes. And fry this off. Give it a good stir. When you're frying potatoes, it's always a good thing to give it a good seasoning of freshly ground pepper, which is from something like this. Right, and you just turn it, pull it away, pull it away. See this. Right, so you've got that in there, and some salt. Salt is always good with potatoes, because as you know. Okay, salt's done. So now we give it a good stir, really good stirring. It's on a high heat at the moment, as you can see. Right, it's on a high heat at the moment. I'll turn that down in a minute. So keep stirring till they go translucent with your 2 halves of an onion, potatoes, salt and pepper. That's all you put in here. Right, I want to show you something now. This is something... Right, Miller, see this red wine? Right. I just said to the wife, right, I want to put some wine into the meat, and you said,
it's mine, no.
So she decided to fucking drink it. I want to put some of that in here, and she says no, and I called her a tightwad, and her reaction was,
it's mine.
Right. Hey mates, right. All the ingredients have gone in, as you can see. That's what it looks like. I haven't even added the water yet. So now I'm going to add the water. Mills. Hey, right, this is it. As you can see, this is almost, well, it is the finished product. Everything's nice and tender. As you can see, oh, potato falls apart. And that's roughly how it is. And I'm just going to plate it up in a dish. Something like this. In a dish like this. And then just turn off the heat. Be a good idea. Right. And then just plate it up. Look at that. Isn't that nice? I use one of these spoons because you can always use a ladle for the juice after. So you get a lot of that goodness. There's one for me and the missus. Look at that. Oh, two beautiful bowls. There you go. What about that? And then what you do with the sauce, you can just spoon some on over the top. If you want a bit more, there's plenty here for another bowl or two. Nice bit of liquor in there, you can dip your bread in there. And there we go. That is the finished product. So, I hope you enjoy, mate. And see what you think of that baby. Okay, and you just crack some salt and pepper over the top to taste, and away you go. Alright, so enjoy, mate. Right, I want to show you something. I got cut off because I ran out of memory on my phone. I want to show you something that I was cooking earlier. Right, this is roast beef, and this beef has been cooking for about 3 hours. I did wrap it in foil, but basically what you do is you put the beef on a bed of carrots, you put the beef itself into the dry rub and give it a good rolling around, and put all the dry rub on the beef. And this is how it turns out. If I cut a slice off, you'll see it's got a slight crispy base. The meat is very, very tender, and you'll see it actually tastes very fucking nice, mate. This dry rub spice. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to pull this meat off, cut it into strips, and throw it into the soup. Alright, and I'll show you that in a bit. Right, as you can see, mate, I've poured the contents of my bowl, which is all the juice that was left over, and there's carrots, poured it into the potatoes, and over here, the wife is chopping up the meat. Say hello to the wife.
Hi.
Right. See the meat?
Yeah.
So you slice it up into tiny little fingers. we've got the cabbage and the carrots here. Potatoes are already in, the onions are already in. So what I'm going to do now, is add the carrots and the cabbage in, which is this stuff. Add some more of this, and then top it up with hot water, and then add the beef, and then let it simmer so all the flavours go into it. And I'll show you that process in a bit.